Hey y'all, welcome back to She Gets It Pod. This is a bonus, okay? This was not meant to be. This was a bonus. I was on Stereo app and I was doing a oh my god, I'm getting a brain fart. I'm gonna tell you exactly what I was doing because I refuse. I rebuke brain farts. I was doing a um a sound bite on Stereo, and someone had talked about, yeah, that is Scamonomics, and I was like, see that right there, girl, you just gave me an idea. So shout outs to I'm gonna tell you her name because I'm gonna give her credit. Shout outs to Cool Like That on Stereo. If you see her, tell her shout outs to that, because that is true. Scamonomics, okay? Adulting is a damn scam. And if you legit now, but wasn't legit back then, but you made it, congrats. But let's be honest, a lot of this shit that we have to do in adulting is not adding up fast enough when you're doing it the right way. And so many people do life right and still feel far behind. And I understand, because those that are doing it the shifty way, the scammy way, they're way ahead of the curve. Okay? And that's what I'm going to talk about on this episode. Just a vent about what's the scam in adulting. All right? You ready? Great. Let's get into it because my nose is running. I got like a head cold, y'all. Kids, what they going to give you? Germs. All right. Table topics. If you could ask anyone to be on your personal board of directors, who would you choose? Probably one of my friends who are comfortable saying no to people and giving me a straight up answer. Second question. When you can't sleep, what do you do? TikTok scroll. Duh. All right, first things first, when it comes to scams, nobody's going to come to help you in life. That's a scam in itself, because the way that people paint a picture like we are the world, we are the champion, we're kind to each other. There's nobody kind outside for real. That kind stuff, you really just catch it on TikTok. You catch it on Instagram once in a while, but kindness is not doing numbers out here, okay? That's the reality of it. The next thing that is a scam in adulting, random crying throughout your day is a thing. Okay? You're probably crying because you're tired, but you got to go to work. You're probably crying because you've been working so hard and it didn't give you the outcome you thought it was going to give you. And so you think like you wasted your time when you could have been doing something else relaxing. Scam. Okay? We paying for Social Security and nothing will be there for us when we need it in old age. That is a scam. When this country makes enough money with billionaires, enough to pay all the elderly people that need money to survive and pay their bills, some type of Social Security. Why is it coming from the people that are working now? Okay? Just like NFL people, when they get penalties on the field and just like, that's $20,000 penalty. That money goes to the old players, the retired players, to get like care in other facilities. So the coaches and the teams, after those players retire, they don't even take care of their old players. They make the new players do it when they get penalties. Yeah. Okay. Scamonomics. Scamonomics. Okay. What's another scam? Society is still trying to make women feel uncomfortable being natural. And then when they don't do anything natural and they get the fakeness, they try to make them feel bad for doing that. Make up your mind. That's a scam. Loneliness. will always teach you more about yourself, but society will make you feel like if you are single and you are by yourself, that's a problem and you have to fix it. Well, which one is it? Is it I need to take time and work on myself and then get in a relationship? Or do I need to get in a relationship and have problems for your entertainment? That's a scam. Living in America will show you nothing is seen as valuable except money. That's a whole scam. Okay? Because even money in America is not valuable. Okay? Everybody got a price. America builds off of the sick and the unhealthy and habits that people have that make them unhealthy. And then they turn around and send them to a doctor that's going to upcharge them thousands more for the same thing someone is getting done in another country for probably $50. Scam. American healthcare is a scam. The sickest people get more freedom than the innocent. And when I'm talking about the sickest, I'm not talking about the people in hospitals. I'm talking about the people who do trifling, disturbing, disgusting things to older people, younger people, kids, babies, students. It's like they get a slap on the wrist. Okay? That's wrong. That has to be a scam. And then you have someone who's innocent who is just trying to make ends meet, trying to make things work, and wanted to put their son or their daughter in a better school because they work in that area every day, long hours every day. And then they find out, the system finds out, oh, your child does not live here for real. You need to go to prison for 13 years for trying to send your child to a better school for a better education. That's stupid. That's the stupidest thing to put somebody in jail for. What are they stealing? What are they stealing by having their child go to school? It's a sick way to look at it. I feel like that's a scam. Men don't want any type of control on their sperm, yet men want to tell women when, how, and what they can do with their reproductive system. Make it make sense, okay? You say you don't want any more kids, but you won't get a vasectomy. Make it make sense. All right? I feel like I have another page of this. I gotta find it. People be hurt and horny, and that's audacity. Let me explain myself. Because people will cheat, lie, and get found out, then be hurt by your reaction to their lie. As if you're not supposed to get upset. As if you're not supposed to feel played with. Audacity. Audacity. Student loan forgiveness. Scam. I feel like they got everybody's information for that student loan forgiveness thing that Biden was trying to do. Them judges knew they were not going to sign off on that shit. And they just got everybody's updated information so they can start calling and blowing up their phones again. Yep. Cash apps in your bio, trash. It just tells me that you're a trash individual if I see your cash app in your bio. Because what are you doing? What do you want to do? And what are you trying to do to get my money? Okay? Even people that post their cash apps on Twitter, put your change bucket away. We all need money. More money, please. Okay? We all need money. But you don't need to be flaunting your change bucket every time you're celebrating something. Okay? Work from home jobs on Indeed. Scam. Scam. Nobody's making $80,000 by typing in data information. Stop it. Stop it. Okay? What else? Paying to park your car where you pay rent. Disgusting scam in America. I don't know if this is happening in other countries, but I feel like that's the dumbest shit. Why are we paying for water to run in our houses? Okay? I think we should not be drinking the water that we flush our toilets with, run, to brush our teeth, shower with. But to have to pay money each month for using the water in our zip code in our town that man did not make is crazy to me. Why isn't that covered by the state? Why isn't that covered by the state? Okay? Why do we have a difference in education quality with public schools, charter schools, and private schools? The only logical reason is for money reasons. Are you saying the teachers that got all D's but still pass? Great, you can be a teacher, teach public. Is that what you're saying? Are you saying all the teachers that got C pluses, you could teach at a charter school? And are you saying that all the teachers that went to private school were straight A students and are the elite of the elite? Therefore, they should only teach the elite of the elite. That's disgusting. There should be no difference. The quality should be the same. Now, if you want smaller classes in a completely different curriculum, then let that be the difference. But the quality shouldn't be so drastic. Okay? The next thing that is a scam is when you do for people you love, they see it as expected actions, regular, right? But when you do the same thing for a complete stranger, it's seen as kind, amazing, and they're super grateful. What the fuck is that about? That is a scam, okay? That is a scam. And after these messages, I'm going to tell you more because I know I do have more. I just have to find the paper. And when I find it, I'm going to be back. Shout out to Drake from Everything Culture celebrating his 4 years for Everything Culture podcast. Please check out that podcast. And if you do, don't be afraid to leave a review on Apple Podcasts app. And shout out to Too Much Game Podcast in February for celebrating his anniversary for his pod. And who else celebrated their anniversary for their podcast? Roy from Average Joe Podcast. Shout out to them for celebrating their anniversary. It's a lot of anniversaries coming up for podcasters. Podcasting is not an easy thing to stay consistent with. It is definitely something you have to grow with and stick with. But to those who are pushing through, you can do it if you have a purpose. Okay? You can do it if you have a purpose. Now, let's continue these Scamonomics. People who want you to bring your own bag or box after you shopped in their establishment. Then what are you providing? The roof and the four walls of the store. Even when you go outside, you gotta put a quarter in the cart in order to use a cart to shop around their store. Are you crazy? Like stores like that just give me ghetto. It gives me ghetto. I might as well go to an outside street market and go to, post to post and just purchase whatever I'm here to purchase. Why have a store if you have nothing in it to accommodate the customers except for the goods that were delivered to you? Okay? I just think it's ghetto. Governments cutting down fruit trees that were not bothering anyone that people could naturally eat from. Orange trees, apple trees, berry bushes that people can eat. They cut them down because the government wants to be able to make profit off of it and does not want people who are not paying for food to have access to free food. And it's sick. It's sick. In a lot of countries, it is illegal to get fruit off of someone's tree that's on their property. But if it's a tree that's bearing fruit that is not on anyone's claimed property, it is probably going to be cut down on or poisoned just so people can get free food. Welcome to America. Parents demanding that you take care of them as young adults. I think that's criminal. I don't think any teenager should be paying you rent money. I don't think any teenager should, or a child should have um, a utility bill in their name or cable in their name. And any company seeing that someone who applied for this utility or cable is under 18 years old and that's the social that's being used, they need to be charged a penalty fee or given jail time, because why are you messing up this person's credit before they can even have their own credit or have a say about their own credit? Let's get out. Scamonomics. Men who say they don't want a mooch for a woman, someone who's always getting with them for their money, and they also say that they don't want a woman that can be in a position to take care of herself fully, because then there's no need for a man. So what do you want? Do you want a woman that is completely capable of taking care of herself, but as soon as she sees your face, as soon as she sees your footstep through her door, she collapses to the floor and says, "Oh my God, my peanut butter jar, I can't open it. Oh my God, I can't open this can of beans. Oh my God, my car just stopped in the middle of the road. Well, did you put gas in it? Oh my God, I forgot to put gas in it." That's who you want? That's who you want? You want somebody who's incapable of taking care of a household, taking care of her kids, unless you're in the space? That's who you want? Scam. Every man body isn't ready to be a leader, and I'm sick of society saying all women have to let every man lead. No, a lot of these males are leading you to the abyss of where they came out of, the abyss of where they're heading to. A lot of people have no clue on where to lead anyone, let alone themselves, and have the audacity to say, because I have a penis and balls, you should let me lead. You should let me tell you what you're going to do. You should let me tell you where we're going to stay. You should let me tell you what to do with your check. I can't even tell you what you can suck on me and have it be rude, because sucking on me would be enjoyable. But if I had something that you wouldn't want to suck, I would tell you to suck it. Because what is that? That's like saying to a man, you should let every woman be able to carry your child because she's a woman and you can't carry a child. Let her carry your child. No, every woman is not fit to be a mother. And every woman on this earth cannot be a mother to every man's child, because a lot of these women are not fit. And that should be a decision you should be able to make. A man who leads me is a decision I should be able to make. Not just because he is a man, scientifically, he should be able to lead me. Let's be serious. You can't say to a woman, "Oh, you should have picked a better man. It was your decision." And then turn around and say, the reason why you don't have a man is because you don't let a man be a man. You just want to control and have a say all the time. Shut your ass up. Because a lot of men who think like that, if you had a daughter, you would want her to choose wisely too. You would want her to be picky as fuck. Shut your ass up. Next scam. When you just meet a person and they start begging, they start complaining about what they need in life, what they don't have. They don't know how they gonna pay this. They don't know how they gonna pay that. They have a sob story. Every other post that they make on the internet is them crying about something. They got a GoFundMe. They need this. They need that. What? And this is what I do with pages like that. I look ahead of the shit show. What were you posting about? What were you doing ahead of this shit show? Oh, you was on a cruise. Oh, you was out drinking. Oh, you was out joyriding with your friends. It looked like you was having a great past 6 weeks. It looks like you are having a great past 6 weeks to the point where whatever it was so important over the past year was not affecting you to the point where you couldn't get out of bed because you got out of bed this day. You got out of bed, you packed a suitcase, and you got your ass on a cruise. You got out of bed and you went on this trip. You got out of bed this night, got dolled up, and went to the club and had plenty of drinks. Like, y'all really ain't going through shit. Y'all just making bad decisions and wanting society to pay for it. Scam. Last but not least, content creators that have no content until they steal content from someone else because they lack the work. They lack the ability to want to for themselves. So they wait for somebody else to do it and they piggyback off of that hoe. And they rarely ever give credit. Okay? These are the ones that don't put on the duet on their videos because they know they out of pocket. These are the ones that don't allow their stuff to be stitched but steal it from somebody else. These are the ones who can't even lip sing or lip say whatever the actual audio is because they just can't do it. We see you. Do you know how many people who claim to be podcasters, claim to be content creators, and don't post shit until I post something or I put something that I found doing my own research on my story, and they take it and they post it maybe in black and white or maybe the same thing and act like, oh, they just got consistent content. No, they're lazy as fuck. And I see you. I see you and you're corny. You know how many people put up a controversial video just to get a whole bunch of people in the comments talking about it, and then when you come to them and you just like, if you want to do a show on this, I could do a show on this to say why this is incorrect, and they'd be like, yeah, we could plan it. Never playing shit. Because what you post, for one, is not yours. Secondly, what you're pushing, the thought that you're pushing, you don't want to get on a camera or on audio and have a conversation about it because you have no valid points. Because you lack the the talent to carry out a conversation about what this topic is. And that's corny shit to me. And when I see corny shit from people, I don't want to give them my time. When I see corny shit from people, I don't want to hear their thoughts. When I see corny shit from people, it's like, okay, you blocked. Well, what did I do to you? You really didn't do shit to me. I just don't like how you carry yourself in this space. That shit is corny. There's a lot of people that follow you to watch you so they can see what you got going on, so they can bring you up in conversation and talk about you. There's a lot of people that follow you to watch you and wait for your downfall and wait for your fuck up. There's a lot of people that follow you because the person that really wants to know what you got going on can't follow you because you got them blocked, so they got an inside person. That's why I'm constantly filtering out, okay, who's been on my page for the longest? Have we ever had an interaction? Do we talk at all? But they always watching my story. They never comment. They always seeing a post. I see them look at it. They never comment. Why the fuck are you here? Why are you here? What are you looking for? You're a waste of space. If you're not supportive, if you don't engage, if I don't know your thoughts, and you don't share any likelihood of me, get. You're a peeping Tom. You're a peeping Tom to my world. Okay? But yeah, all of that shit is a scam. Scamonomics is real. I peep it every day. I see people out here scamming. And I just wanted to talk about it. It's all a scam. But this is life. And I'm going to thug it out because I've been thugging it out. And that's just what I do. Thank you for listening to She Gets a Pod. Hope you enjoyed this bonus. Have a great month.